This is from the person that did the Jeopardy. If you guys don't remember, let's just read it. A guy told me he bought Jeopardy on Steam, and the answer was the prettiest girl in 2000s, and the question was, who is, and then they said her name. This felt very cringe. And then they said, following up, he is my ex's best friend. So already, bro, breaking the code. He Snapchatted me a video. It was Jeopardy. The tile flipped around and said, the prettiest girl born in the 2000s. He then flipped his camera around to himself and said, let's just say her name is Erica. Who is Erica? It's cringe because I have rejected him so many times and he won't stop trying. It was not a rando off an app. That would have been funny. Wow. That is, dude. That's unapologetically cringe. Like, that sucks, bro. When a dude is just trying so hard, and number one, he's betraying his boy and has horrible riz, horrible game, and he hits you with that. Oh, yeah. That's bad cringe. A lot of cringe is good and we celebrate it. And if I talk to the guy, I'm sure we could celebrate that as well in some weird way. But stop trying to fuck your friend's ex-girlfriend. Like, dude. Since Snapchat, dude, a man sending a Snapchat is cringe 24/7. 100%. A man sending a Snapchat is cringe 100% of the time. I don't care what's happening. I don't know what it is. It could literally be, I don't even know what it could be that's not cringe. A guy could literally be like, hey, I'm sending you $100,000. Cringe. You could get out of surgery. You could have just gotten heart surgery and you had a 2% chance of living, and then you survive, and then you get on Snapchat and Snapchat your family and girlfriend. I made it. I'm so happy to be alive. Every day is beautiful. Cringe, dude. It's just having Snapchat as a guy is so cringe, man. I hate it. I don't make the rules. It just is true. It's something about it. Because just every guy is one step away from just being like, yo, what are you wearing? Yo, you up? You trying to get into something later? Let me crack. Like, every guy is, I don't know, 5 minutes away from getting there. Truly. You just get a guy just horny enough, he'll do anything on Snap. It shouldn't be allowed. It should be, if you're a girl and you open up a guy's, if you're a girl and you see Snapchat on a guy's phone, X. And that goes for me too. I got Snapchat on my phone. I'm a red flag. It's a bad sign. Maybe if you have, and if you're in a relationship and your man has Snapchat, he is cheating on you. Full stop. Because people in relationships don't use Snapchat to send nudes. You want to know why? They just use text because they're in a relationship. Why would you just, that's the whole point. You get to look at it continuously. You don't get to look at it once. Or you do it on IG or something. Snapchat? Nah. You should have to submit your ID when you download Snapchat. And if you're over 28, they should send you to the police. Like, dude. And I'm being kind with 28. Now, I got asked to download it by a girl, so I mean that's different. You know, like I get a pass, but it should be like Bumble. You can only download Snapchat if a girl. Yeah, yes. Snapchat should be like Bumble, where you can only download it if a girl sends the request to you. That's the only time. And you can only send a snap if a girl sends you one first and puts request in the message. That's how it should be. And obviously, you know, Evan Ziegler or whatever is not going to do that because then the company would fail. But thanks for the follow-up. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna go over these things. We're like, dude, I've been just talking, and I can't cut any of it out because I think it's all been absolute gas. Am I right, guys? We're at the Shell station. We're at a mobile, dude. This podcast has been BP, absolute gas. Fuck. Nope. This podcast has been Shell with V. What is it called? V-Strom or what is the shit they put in Exxon? Exxon gas additive. I wish I could guess. What is it? Synergy. This Exxon's Mobil. This podcast has been Exxon. This podcast has been Exxon Mobil with Synergy added. Hey guys, I'll be here all week. I'm gonna jump off the balcony right after this podcast. So we have that, and then here we go. This guy sent I don't know if this guy's a listener or if he just found my. I think he's a listener because he used my name. But let's see. 502, because we got to find out. 502 area code. Is it Jersey? North Central Kentucky. All right, cool. Shout out, dude. I love finding out people from all over the damn country are listening to these. Hey, Dylan, I'm in a situation that is pretty ideal on paper, but it comes with some drawbacks. All right, let's hear it. Hold on. Take a little sip. A year ago, I moved into a house that my dad owns. He bought it from my grandma about 20 years ago, but she passed in 2020. I'm sorry. Baller, though, that your dad did that. For those few years after, I was reluctant to move in because it is a fixer-upper that has and continues to require a lot of updates. My dad is retired and also a huge DIY handyman. This is something I have valued, but also resented since I am very much the opposite. And he sent a little cute emoji. That's nice. The projects have been labor intensive, and whenever I suggest paying a pro with my own money, he objects. Additionally, both my parents are prone to extreme hoarding and have their own projects that have been incomplete since I was a teenager. He's 30 years old. This past weekend, I just really wanted to relax, but he started a project that several pros have said is not necessary for what we are trying to do. The results were a disaster. Navigating the home is more difficult now than before, and I lost my whole weekend. I know I may sound like a brat, but should I? Book a service anyway, which I have done before in small ways. Deal with it and be grateful that I have a place to live. Leave and find a place that I like better. Risky. Dude, I actually really like this guy. FAQ. Why not just sell that? This guy put frequently asked questions for his submission. This is how you do submissions, man. This guy, and he sent it at 11:51 p.m. So it's late. He's not even at peak hours. His Adderall isn't even hitting that hard, and he's still doing. This is a model listener and a model submissioner. This is maybe the best submission we've had. I love all the other ones as well, but this one is just, why not just sell the house? Answer, it's paid off, and he wants to keep it in the family. Why not let another relative live there? I've been told that it's my inheritance. Okay, those are good. This is great. So, it's your inheritance. So then you can claim some ownership of what happens to the house, right? You can claim some ownership of what happens to the house, number one. I don't think you sound like a brat because you live there. And it's paid off. And I do have some, do you have to pay property taxes? Do you put any money into it? Because if you put money into it, then that helps you to claim more ownership and control over what happens. I would say that as number one. Something to consider. I don't think you should just deal with it and be grateful. You should be grateful that you have a place to live. I don't think you should leave. This sounds sick. And hold on. Your dad doesn't live there, right? Let's say he bought it for my grandma for those years. My dad's retired and also a huge DIY. So I feel like you live close to your dad, but you live there alone, right? If you're okay, this is the part that made me think immediately you need to hire someone. Both my parents are prone to extreme hoarding and have their own projects that have been incomplete since I was a teenager. Yeah, so your parents love to start things and they don't like to finish them. Hey, no hate. We all do that. I got ADD. I do that all the time. Fine. Yeah, you got to hire someone. Full stop. Hire someone to do shit, and if your dad says something, just be like, it's my money. It's what I want to do with it. You can help, Dad. You know what? You can go, you know what you could do? You could be like, hey, Dad, let's say, install a new toilet and fix the sink. Let's say that's a small little project. You go, Dad, it's Monday. Next Monday, someone is coming to install the toilet and fix it. You have until then to do it on your own, like you said you would, because you're a handyman. And if you don't, this guy's going to do it, and I'm going to be happy to pay him the money. But if you can do it before then, be my guest. Because you don't want me to spend money and you want to do it on your own. Also, it's better if someone else does it because then you have the insurance in case they fuck up, blah, blah, blah. You got to set, this is what happens with people that don't finish things. You got to set timelines and you got to set deadlines. And that's what you should do with your family. And I mean, I don't know how much DIY stuff you're doing, but also, yeah, it ruined your weekend. That sucks, dude. So, start hiring people. Just start hiring. Just hire as many people as possible because then your dad is not going to be able to even deal with how many people are there fixing stuff. And say it's your way of saying thank you for him letting you live in the house. That's what I think. You should do that. I mean, this is a sick setup. Honestly, do not leave. Be grateful, but also fix the place up. You live there. So you should do A, and you should also do B. You should not do C. And, you know, if you're 30, you should pay the property taxes as well. I don't know what they are. What are Kentucky property taxes? I don't even know if I'm going to be able to, figure this out. Okay, Kentucky property tax calculator. Let's say, okay, enter your location. I don't know, fucking 4003. I don't know where that is. So let's just say that. The assessed home value, $500K. Let's say the home is $800,000. Pretty good home. I don't know what that gets you in Kentucky. 16 houses? What? I'm just shitting on Kentucky for no reason. My bad. Wow, I just had crazy deja vu. Oh, I know because I used this for something for work. If it's $800,000, the property taxes are $6,600 a year. So that's what, $500 a month, right? $600 a month, maybe $550, whatever. Just pay it. You should pay those if you don't already, because then you can go. I'm keeping the house going. I'm paying the property taxes. I'm taking control of this, and that's your rent. I don't know what your rent situation is, but that'll also give you more leeway to be like, Dad, this is me taking control and taking ownership. Dad, I'm 30 years old. I want to be, and then you can also present it as I want to be a man kind of thing, because dads connect with that. Also, by the way, last podcast there was that hissing noise. I figured out what it was. It's the fourth input. Look, this is what it sounded like before. Remember, it sounded like that the entire podcast, and I tried to remove it, and it really pissed me off. But I figured it out. I figured it out. Yep. I need to get a new clapping sound. That one really sounds like rain.